Put your hands up! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Tonight, we are learning what Fort Worth police believe happened on the other side of this bedroom window.
Worth police operator M873, what's the address?
Officer Aaron Dean was charged with murder. According to his arrest warrant affidavit, 28-year-old Atatiana Jefferson was playing video games with her nephew.
Aaron Dean.
Investigators say Dean, seen here shortly after joining the force, never identified himself as a police officer that night.
You know, we definitely, my wife and I want to do something for that family. You know, it's a tragic situation that happened, and, you know, no one should be killed during a wellness check. But the biggest thing is, you know, anytime someone has to go through that, the last thing that you want to have to worry about is trying to come up with the money, you know, for a funeral.
This is what we love about sports. When we need a helping hand, a beam of light, or even hope, they serve as more than just a player assigned to score points. Meet Harrison Barnes of the Sacramento Kings, previously of the Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks.
You know, it's about the family. It's about everything they're going through. Our prayers obviously with them, and, you know, it was a gesture that my wife and I wanted to do for them.
Barnes was moved when he heard of Atatiana Jefferson, who was fatally shot through her window by a Texas police officer. And now the community has had it.
I don't feel safe in Fort Worth.
Mayor Price, this is an emergency that will require much more than a letter that says all the right things.
Hundreds of residents gave city leaders an earful. Some had to be removed from council chambers.
Even one former Fort Worth police officer said this.
As a black female former police officer, I'm afraid when I get stopped.
Fearful of men like this man. The systemic racism across police academies in America is prevalent, where African American men, per new research via citylab.com, showed the discrepancies in how police deal with minorities. And per mappingpoliceviolence.org, black people are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than white people. One could be led to the conclusion, how would Aaron Dean, an officer who did not identify himself when he shot and killed Atatiana Jefferson, a woman playing video games with her nephew inside her own home, react to this man?
Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? You're gonna die! Step back! You put that down now!
A mentally unstable white person wielding a weapon and swinging it at officers. Harrison Barnes knew he had to do something.
It was unfortunate. It should never happen. I mean, you know, you think of, you know, wellness check not being something that's going to be fatal. So you want justice for the family, but at the same time, your heart goes out to that family that has to now deal with that.
Per DallasNews.com, a representative for Barnes said he and his wife were paying about 90% of the costs. That's when Philadelphia Eagles defensive lineman and former Denver Bronco Malik Jackson felt inspired and vowed to pay the remaining dues. Barnes spoke of his personal experience with gun violence. Andre Emmett, a guy that I played pickup basketball with for 2.5 straight summers, another unfortunate incident. When you see these types of situations continue to occur, you know that change has to happen, Barnes said. His philanthropy is well documented and should be applauded. He and his wife had a history of charitable giving in the Dallas area, including paying for the renovation of the Mesquite Boys and Girls Club's basketball court. Thank you to Harrison Barnes and Malik Jackson for your kindness and simply having a heart. These are the times we are in where the oppression still persists because of the color of one's skin, a mentality that is yet to be shaken across precincts in America and the biases they hold. It is a symbolic cloak that is yet to be shaken off the arms of those who are sworn in to protect and serve, and it's a damn shame we even have to cover this. It's a damn shame Harrison Barnes and Malik Jackson have to do something like this to help the families. Speaking of, if you would like to donate to Atatiana Jefferson's family, a GoFundMe has been set up in her name. We will leave a link in the description box below.